Daily Dose of English presents Daily English Idioms. Part 79.
Face your demons. Meaning: to confront or overcome one's fears. Examples: he had to face his demons and take the plunge. She faced her demons and stepped onto the stage. We all have to face our demons at some point. Cat nap. Meaning: a short sleep. Examples: I had a quick cat nap and felt much better. He took a cat nap in the afternoon. She had a cat nap after lunch. Play possum. Meaning: to pretend to be asleep or unconscious. Examples: he was playing possum so he wouldn't have to talk. She was playing possum so she wouldn't have to answer questions. He was playing possum so he wouldn't have to do the chores. Weal and woe. Meaning: good and bad times. Examples: he's experienced weal and woe in his life. She's seen both weal and woe. We all have to go through weal and woe. Live on the breadline. Meaning: to have just enough money to survive. Examples: he's been living on the breadline for years. She's been living on the breadline since she lost her job. Many people in this city are living on the breadline. A likely story. Meaning: something that is not believable. Examples: that's a likely story, I don't believe it. His excuse was a likely story. She told a likely story and no one believed her. Credibility gap. Meaning: a lack of trust or belief in someone or something. Examples: there's a credibility gap between the two sides. His lies have caused a credibility gap. There's a credibility gap between the public and the government. Put words in someone's mouth. Meaning: to attribute words to someone that they did not say. Examples: don't put words in my mouth, I never said that. Don't put words in his mouth, he didn't say that. She's putting words in my mouth, I never said that. Get back into shape. Meaning: to get back to a healthier state. Examples: I'm trying to get back into shape. He's working hard to get back into shape. She's been getting back into shape since she had the baby. Hang in there. Meaning: to persevere despite difficulties. Examples: just hang in there, it will get better. He's hanging in there despite the difficulties. She's been hanging in there despite the setbacks. Just the ticket. Meaning: to be exactly what is needed. Examples: that's just the ticket, thank you. His plan was just the ticket to get the job done. Her solution was just the ticket, it worked perfectly. Travel light. Meaning: to only take what is necessary. Examples: I'm traveling light for this trip. He's learned to travel light after years of traveling. She's decided to travel light for her next trip. Ripple effect. Meaning: a situation in which a small event causes a series of other events. Examples: his decision had a ripple effect on the whole business. Her actions had a ripple effect on the industry. The decision had a ripple effect on the market. Thin end of the wedge. Meaning: the first step in a series of events. Examples: this is just the thin end of the wedge. His decision was the thin end of the wedge. Her actions were the thin end of the wedge. Loose end. Meaning: something that has not been tied up or finished. Examples: there are still a few loose ends to tie up. He's trying to tie up the loose ends. She's trying to tie up the loose ends before she leaves. Hit the books. Meaning: to study hard. Examples: he's been hitting the books in preparation for the exam. She's been hitting the books for months. We have to hit the books if we want to pass the test. Caught unawares. Meaning: to be surprised by something. Examples: she was caught unawares by the question. He was caught unawares by the sudden change of plan. They were caught unawares by the news. Take a fancy to. Meaning: to have an interest or attraction to something or someone. Examples: she took a fancy to the new car. He took a fancy to the new girl in class. She took a fancy to the old house. Money burns a hole in your pocket. Meaning: to be tempted to spend money. Examples: I can't go to the store if money burns a hole in my pocket. He can't be trusted with money, it burns a hole in his pocket. She can't go shopping, the money burns a hole in her pocket. Push your luck. Meaning: to take risks that may not be necessary. Examples: don't push your luck, you can't win them all. He pushed his luck and it didn't pay off. She pushed her luck and it backfired. Gray existence. Meaning: a boring and uneventful life. Examples: he's been living a gray existence for years. She's been living a gray existence since she moved to the city. Many people are living a gray existence in this town. Today's idioms were: face your demons, catnap, play possum, wheel and woe, live on the breadline, a likely story, credibility gap, put words in someone's mouth, get back into shape, hang in there, just the ticket, travel light, ripple effect, thin end of the wedge, loose end, hit the books, caught unawares, take a fancy to, money burns a hole in your pocket, push your luck, gray existence.